think we're going. Here we go. What's it? Today's the 19th, right? Burnside.com. Wind the Fuck Video Hour. Hello. Sunday, March 19th, 2016. Currently 11:27 here in the 85226. And it is a just absolutely perfect 70 degrees here in Arizona with, we'll call it partly cloudy skies. Yep. Had a very fun weekend. I hosted the first party at the Burnside Manor in quite a while. It was a lot of fun. Went to a barbecue festival, and as you can tell from my voice, did some karaoke. But we're going to go run some errands. We're going to talk about some things. Always see a CenturyLink trunk park here. So yeah, a friend came into town from Las Vegas. We haven't seen her in a while, so decided we should probably throw a little party. Do we want coffee? Oh yeah, we want coffee. So we threw a party, had some friends over. You know, I did a modified version of the Super Bowl Sammy. Made some spicy barbecue hot wings. You know, veggies, fruit. Played some music. Drank way too much tequila. Way too much tequila, and the rest of the boys drank probably a little bit too much rum. And I cracked open a bottle of 1980 BV Cab, which everybody and it was amazing. Oh my God, it was so good. You guys missed out on that one. What's this guy waiting for? Come on, man, go. It was a great time, though. It was really nice to see everybody. I've been kind of playing the hermit shut-in role of late. We should have went the other way. No, then he can't hear me. The lunchtime shift at the church is hopping. Anyway, it was a completely nice time. Everybody Ubered home. It was nice. Got to see Sandy's new car. Sandy Summers is the most awesomest person on the planet. There was this thing, I think you guys saw that I posted on my Facebook, and it was a little meme thing, and it just said Miles on my meditation with like a bicycle guy in the center. Total like a logo. I mean, it would be appropriate to print on a t-shirt, and I'm gonna actually make a t-shirt of it. Because she's like total crafty Pinterest chick, made like a coaster sized version of this. It's on my Instagram, go check. And it's a little thing, and right now it's hanging from my fridge, and it will live hanging from my fridge just so I can see it every day. And it's a little thing, and it's that logo, and it says Miles on my meditation, and she made that for me, which I thought was super sweet. I like when people do nice things for me. There you go. Oh, I didn't want this street either. We're going for coffee. Now we're going to splurge. We're getting Dutch Brothers this morning. Anyway, it was an amazing little thing, and I really love her for that. So we did all that. Woke up Saturday. I went for my I rode 20 yesterday. I still have to ride today. I slept late. We'll talk about that in a bit. Please don't hit me. I rode my 20 yesterday and just kind of had a chill day at the house. And then my first time I went to the Chandler Barbecue Festival. It happens in downtown Chandler. They close off the main street, and it's just nothing but like barbecue vendors and beer vendors and henna tattoo people. I'm gonna disappoint you. I did not get a henna tattoo. There was live music. I was hanging out with my crew. It was awesome. It was an amazing event. Had some barbecue, had some beers. Then we went over to Gallagher's in South Phoenix, and I did my set of karaoke songs, which was a lot of fun. I had 2 requests. I usually only get 1 request, and that's for Ain't That a Kick in the Head. But one of the other guys, the guy who actually owns karaoke stuff, he said, dude, you have to do Mac the Knife. And I'm like, all right. So I did Mac the Knife. I haven't done it in a while. It was fun. And I was talking to those guys also, and you guys might think this is funny, but that the karaoke host, he doesn't get a day off. You know, I mean, he gets days off, but he works every Saturday. And I go, I'll fill in for him. It's a karaoke host. How hard can it be in a sports bar? And on a busy night, there might be 100 people on Saturday. And he's all, really? And I'm like, yeah. So I'm going to go next weekend. He's going to show me how his rig works. And I'll fill in for him for an hour or two because I'm on call. So I'm not even sure if I'll be able to make it, but I'll give it a shot. And then yeah, then I'll start filling in and I'll start playing karaoke host at Gallagher's in South Phoenix. So if you're in, you know, Phoenix and you want to do karaoke, come out and do it with me. I'll tell you what. It'll be a lot of fun. Just something. And I get, you know, and the guy said, oh yeah, it pays even a little bit of money. It's not a lot. It's $1.25, but still, I'm not doing it for the money. It's something to do on a Friday or Saturday night. Get me out of the house and I can't drink. And I'm home. I'll be home at a reasonable. Well, I'll be home at the same time, but I'll be able to drive home because I can't drink. Not that this is a problem, because Phoenix, and I've been using this service a lot more. Phoenix is a very car service friendly town. Very, very car service friendly. So Uber, done. Lyft, done. Lyft is actually my new favorite. I really like Lyft a lot. Let me tell you why. I had my first Lyft yesterday. A fellow by the name of Walt. And his car could have been cleaner. Let's be honest, but he was a nice guy and he got me to where I needed to go without any issue. And he gave me a lot of information. But if you're a Lyft driver and you hustle, and when I mean hustle, it's like you decided that you're going to be a full-time driver, you can make some serious money. He was telling me that he was on deck to make like $6,000 next month, plus tips. And I was blown away. I was completely blown away. I mean, and it's cheap because where I live, I can Uber anywhere or Lyft as long as there's no surge pricing for, let's just say, less than $20. The most expensive Uber I've ever done was, yeah, it was surge pricing, but it was after a Strawberry Festival. That one doesn't count. But I can go from Gallagher's to my house, $15. Done and done. And it's easy, it's painless. There's no reason to drink and drive. There really isn't. Not if I can get home for $15. And one time, I think I might have told you guys about this. I was down there, I Ubered home, and the next day I said, well, I need to get my car. So I just rode my bike over to get my car. So that was my bike ride for the day, and it was a very challenging ride. It was only 13 miles, but if I did that again, I would loop in something extra to make it, you know, maybe 15 or 20 miles. Like maybe take the path, I don't know, figure something out. Oh, I could take the path. I haven't planned it out all the way, but anyway, it was win-win for me on that one. So yeah, you should check them out. If you're in a populated area and those services are available for you and you haven't tried them yet, you really should. I went to the Chandler Barbecue Festival, and I would have, even if I wasn't planning on drinking, I still would have Ubered over to this thing because I knew parking was going to be a nightmare, and it was a cheap ride. It was like $8. $8 to me is totally worth not being frustrated by having to deal with parking at an event. You know what I'm saying? Or at the path crossing, checking, clear. I rode through there yesterday. Yeah, totally worth it. Totally worth it. Super easy, super convenient. So there's an app, just punch it up. Someone comes, they get you, they take you wherever you want to go. Taxi company should have thought of this. They really should have. We're going to talk more about that on White Roof Radio, I'm sure. Let's see, what else? We're going to get coffee. I think I told you guys that already. Hope so too busy. It's 11:30. They could be busy. And I need food and a car wash, and I have to go to Target. We got a lot of errands to run today. I'm not taking you for all of them. All right, drive-thru's backed up. What does that mean? We're gonna park. Because, oh, the drive-thru's way backed up. The drive-thru is a lie, guys. You know that, right? It's only convenient because you're lazy and you don't want to get out of your car. Honestly, you need the steps. Let's do it. I'm gonna go get a coffee. I've got more to talk about. I'll be back. Let's give you guys some background music again. I know you guys are Starbucks fans out there, but I know you don't have a Dutch Brothers either. Some of you don't. If you do, this is about one of the best drinks you can get. It's a triple iced latte. So it's 3 shots of espresso with milk. And you know what? It tastes really nice. You go to Starbucks and you get that and it tastes kind of bitter. That, it's smooth, it's silky, it is delightful. And as a bonus, I don't know what kind of coffee they use, but when I drink Dutch Brothers, it actually makes me a little jittery. Anyway. Let me see. I think our next stop will be the car wash. So we were talking about Uber and Lyft. If I had a 4-door car, I would totally maybe do that. Shit, I'm the wrong way. God damn it. If I had a car that sat 5 people, I would seriously like sign up to do Uber or Lyft and get off work and say, oh, here, let's go make a couple extra bucks and drive for a few hours. Why not? So I've added a new, again, for those of you, a lot of you play the Don Burnside home game. So, is this the hood I want to be in? And you might have noticed I added a 4th bicycle to the stable. I've been looking for, I think we mentioned this, I'm not sure, but I'm looking for just a bicycle, not a fixie, not a road bike, not a mountain bike, just want a bike. Just a plain old normal bike, something I can put a basket on or put a rack on the back and use it to go run errands and whatnot, you know, daily driver stuff. I still don't want to take the car out of the garage, which I've barely done this weekend, which makes me happy. Where am I? I kind of like this hood. I would buy over here. That's a conversation for another day. Anyway, so I was looking for a bicycle, and so I've been scouring Craigslist, and I wanted something not just like go to Walmart or Target and buy a Walmart or Target bike or a beach cruiser. I didn't really want a beach cruiser, but I didn't want anything too fancy, so I've been watching on Craigslist, and I found an old Schwinn Collegiate. I'll find a picture. You guys just have to find the picture. It's in my Instagram, at Don Burnside on Instagram, if you aren't following me. Anyway, it's a 100% original bicycle built in the Chicago Schwinn factory, which, as it turns out, is kind of a big deal. Not made in Japan, this one. And it was I did some research on the serial number. It was actually built October 27th of 1964. And like I said, it was 100% original. I say was because I had to replace the tires because they were completely rotten. The rims are original. It's got the original pedals. Everything is 100% original, and I got it for $60. $60 I got this bike for. I did some research on it. I've given it a kind of a cleaning. I've got a steam gun I'm going to take to it. And I'm going to take it to a bike shop and actually have them grease everything for me. Or I'll do it myself. I haven't decided yet on that part. It's been a while since I've done a full tear down on a bicycle. I might. Anyway, if I get this thing cleaned up real nice, I could sell it for $150. So even in the worst case, it's like, this was a fun project, but it's not like the bicycle that I wanted or needed. I can still get some money. I'll get my money back. So I'm really happy about that. And it's a cool old bike. It really is. And it's blue. So now I've got the I'll walk you through the stable. So we've got the white bike, which was the first bike since I started with bicycles again. It wasn't my first bike ever. That was a red Schwinn Stingray when I was 5. But we've got the white bike. I've also called it the green bike because it's a white frame with green accents, so green grips, green chain. The green. My water bottle cage is green. And there was something else, and it's covered with beer stickers. Because that's also my Sunday Funday bicycle. Although the Collegiate would work really nice for that too. Then I've got the black bike. Excuse me. I've got the black bike, which is a charge. Oh, the white bike, it's a Critical Fixie, $200 Chinese bike from Amazon. It's actually pretty decent bicycle now because I've completely rebuilt it. I've got the black bike, which is a charge It's not a road bike. It's not a cyclocross bike. It's like a commuter bike with road bike handlebars. It weighs a ton, but it is a beast, and it's exactly what I need for my ride. I don't have to worry about getting flat tires. I don't have to worry about shit breaking on this bicycle. It is bulletproof. And that's my miles bike. That's the bike I like putting big miles on. And I got the Schwinn Collegiate, which we were just talking about, and then I've got the Coulson Tandem that steers from the back that was built during World War II sometime. That bike's going to be going underneath the wrench here soon as well, and some serious cleaning. Also with the steam gun. God damn it. The milk is making me phlegmy. And I was doing the show this week, White Roof Radio, and my buddy Todd said, you should do a podcast about bicycles. And I'm like, huh. I should do a podcast about bicycles, which I've been thinking a lot about, as I've always been a bicycle enthusiast. I mean, my whole life I've always been a bicycle guy. I used to race BMX. I did all my own work, tore them down, put them back together. I refurbed more bikes than I can count. Well, I can actually count them, there's probably like 5. But I used to refurbish bicycles. We'd go down to the beach. Granddad would buy, he would find like a pile of bicycles, and this actually happened. He found a pile of bicycles at a garage sale. And I say pile, it was literally a pile of all these bikes. And they're just little 20-inch bikes, right? Just bikes for the kids. Because he wanted to have a little fleet of bicycles at the beach house. And so we went down, you know, me and my cousins, who are also, they're bicycle enthusiasts as well. And any kid that was available. And we spent an entire, I think, weekend or week cleaning and just fixing things on these bikes. You know, greasing them, getting rid of rust, stuff like that. Changing tires and tubes, that kind of thing. I had a 49 Schwinn that I acquired from my woodshop teacher that I was in the process of completely refurbishing until it got stolen. I used to have a Schwinn Beach Cruiser, and I love that bike. That was a great bike. I don't even remember where I got that. I think I bought it from some druggie who needed money for meth or something when I was working at a gas station when I was a kid. And I think I probably paid $100 for it, which was, even back then, that was a good deal because that bicycle always cost $500. The really good Schwinn Cruiser, you guys know the ones I'm talking about. Well, that bike was rad. I put BMX style forks on it. I put BMX style tires on it. Same deal. I took it apart, put it back together multiple times, kept it up. Should do that with the blue bike. But anyway, so I'm a bicycle enthusiast, and I'm looking for a bicycle podcast, and everybody says, well, here, try these podcasts, and they're boring, first of all, and they don't talk about bicycles. They talk about bike racing, they talk about, you know, stats about the last tour to whatever, and it's, I don't know, I haven't found anything for what I'm looking for, which is, let's just do a show and just sit around and talk about bikes. Right? The last ride we did, or the bike we're currently coveting, or, you know, this is a tip that I just discovered, or, you know, whatever. Have you seen this bike? Hey, have you heard about this town that's really going crazy trying to make their town more bike friendly? You know, stuff like that. And not just in Arizona, but everywhere. I don't know. Still brewing. But we're done. We're at the car wash. We went long today, but had a lot to talk about, obviously. I hope everybody had a fabulous weekend, or your weekend is still being fabulous, and you're watching your brackets play the sports ball. Can't be bothered, honestly. I can't be bothered. But yeah, we're gonna be done. Oh, good. There's somebody here. We'll talk to you again soon, guys. Don't forget, you can subscribe, do all the things, play the home game. But we will talk again later. See ya.